We're making one of my favorite fall treats. So I have about 5 apples sliced. I'm going to take a little bit of lemon juice, just a little bit, and sprinkle that on top. Then I'm going to take some coconut sugar. You could also do maple syrup or honey or a sugar replacement like stevia, but we're not adding too much, just a little bit. And then we're going to take some cornstarch. You could also do tapioca starch. And we're just going to do 2 teaspoons of this. And we're just going to give that a good mix. I almost forgot one very important ingredient. We do need some cinnamon. So I'm just going to sprinkle that right on top. This is my healthy apple crisp recipe. And it honestly reminds me exactly of apple pie, but it's just a lot easier to make. And it's healthier. So this is the first step. We're going to bake these apples and then we're going to add a super delicious, easy crumb topping that's going to be gluten-free and healthier. So we just want to mix these up until they're evenly coated. And then we're going to stick them in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. Okay, this looks good. Another thing I love about this recipe is your house is going to smell so good and like fall. So we're going to put this in the oven at 350 and then we'll get started on our crumb topping. Okay, it's time for the crisp topping. So this is a 1/3 cup and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You could also use coconut oil if you want. I'm going to add in a cup of oats. This is a 1/4-ish cup of crushed pecans. I just crushed them right in the bag. Throw those in. We need a 1/2 cup of gluten-free flour. This is the one that I like to use from Bob's Red Mill. So 1/2 cup of that. And then we need a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar as our sweetener. And then last but not least, some cinnamon, about a teaspoon. And then actually, I almost forgot, I am going to add a pinch of salt. That really brings out the flavor with the oats and the sugar. So now we're going to mix this all together. It already smells so good. Smells like fall. Our apples have about 15 more minutes in the oven. And then we'll add this on top, stick them back in the oven, and we'll add some toppings on top of that. And you guys, it's one of my favorite desserts of all time. Okay, this looks perfect and it's all ready. So once our apples come out of the oven, we'll be ready to add our topping and then we'll go from there. Okay, our apples baked for 20 minutes and now I'm just going to give them a